They told everyone they were okay. They smiled, laughed, posted normal things. But the truth, your absence didn't just affect them. It shook something deep inside them. You see, not all pain screams. Some pain performs. And the most dangerous kind of heartbreak isn't the one that begs you to stay. It's the one that quietly watches you leave and then collapses when no one is looking. Right now, somewhere, this person is living two lives. On the outside, they are composed, unbothered, maybe even happier than before, but inside, there's a silence they can't escape, a missing presence they didn't realize mattered this much until it was gone. Because your absence didn't just remove you from their life, it removed a version of themselves they only became with you, and now they're trying to function without it, trying to convince themselves that they don't need what they once couldn't imagine losing. But here's the truth no one tells you. When someone pretends to be fine after losing you, it doesn't mean they didn't care. It often means they cared so deeply they don't even know how to process the emptiness you left behind. And in this video, you're going to understand exactly what's happening inside them, the signs they're hiding, the psychological shifts they can't control, and why your absence is louder than your presence ever was. Part 1. The illusion of strength. There's something almost poetic about the way people pretend to be okay. They wake up, they follow routines, they respond to messages with the same tone, they laugh at the same jokes, but something subtle has shifted. Something invisible to everyone except the one who feels it, you, or rather, the absence of you. You see, when someone loses a person who mattered deeply, their first instinct is not always to chase. It's to protect. Protect their pride, protect their image, protect themselves from the unbearable truth that they are not as unaffected as they appear. So they build an illusion of strength. They tell themselves, I'm fine, and eventually, they start convincing others too. But here's the psychological truth. The more someone suppresses emotional pain, the deeper it embeds itself. As Carl Jung once said, what you resist persists, and what they are resisting is you, your voice, your presence, the familiarity of your energy that once made everything feel aligned. Now imagine this. It's late at night, the distractions fade, the noise disappears, and suddenly they are left alone with their thoughts. That's when the illusion cracks, because strength, when it's forced, becomes exhaustion and pretending to be okay. It's one of the most draining roles a person can play. They may not reach out, they may not show it, but internally, they are fighting a battle between ego and emotion, and slowly, emotion begins to win. Part 2. The silent withdrawal. There's a phase no one talks about. A quiet shift that happens after the performance of I'm fine starts to wear thin. It doesn't look dramatic. There are no emotional outbursts, no desperate messages. Instead, something far more telling begins to unfold. They start withdrawing, not just from you, but from parts of their own life. The same things that once excited them now feel dull. Conversations feel heavier. Even laughter starts to feel forced. Because your absence didn't just remove a person, it disrupted their emotional rhythm. Think about it. You weren't just someone they talked to. You were someone who understood them in ways others didn't. And when that kind of connection disappears, it creates a silence that no amount of distraction can fully replace. So they try, they scroll endlessly, they surround themselves with people, they keep busy. But here's the truth. Distraction is not healing. It's delay. And the more they delay facing what they feel, the more disconnected they become from themselves. As Nietzsche once implied, he who has a why to live can bear almost any how. You were part of their why. And now they're trying to function without clarity, without grounding. So what happens? They begin to feel lost, not in an obvious way, but in small, subtle moments, forgetting what truly makes them happy, questioning things they once felt certain about, feeling emotionally distant, even in crowded rooms. And the most painful part? They won't admit that this shift started when you left, because admitting that would mean facing a truth they're not ready for, that your absence didn't weaken them. It revealed how deeply they were connected to you. Part 3, when reality starts to break through, there comes a moment, quiet, unexpected, almost ordinary, when everything they've been holding back begins to slip through. Not all at once, not dramatically, but in fragments, a memory triggered by a song, a place that suddenly feels heavier than it should, a sentence someone says that sounds exactly like you. And in that moment, the illusion they built starts to crumble. Because the mind can distract, but the heart remembers. This is the phase where denial loses its grip. They begin to feel you again, not physically but emotionally, in echoes, in flashes, in absences that feel louder than presence. They replay conversations, they rethink decisions, they revisit moments they once dismissed too quickly. And here's where it becomes deeply psychological. Regret doesn't come from losing someone. It comes from understanding their value too late. As the philosopher Albert Camus once reflected in his works on human awareness, realization often arrives not when we have something, but when it's gone. And now they're starting to see you differently, not as someone replaceable, not as someone temporary, but as someone who brought a kind of emotional depth that isn't easy to find again. This realization is uncomfortable because it forces them to confront two things at once: what they lost and how they contributed to losing it. So they sit with it, sometimes in silence, sometimes in distraction, sometimes in restless nights where thoughts loop endlessly. And even if they never say it out loud, there's a part of them now that knows they weren't as okay as they pretended to be, and your absence wasn't something they could simply move on from. Part 4, the return of awareness. There is a quiet tragedy in human connection, not in love itself, but in late realization, because by the time they fully understand what your absence did to them, you are no longer standing in the same place they left you. You've changed, not loudly, not dramatically, but deeply. You've learned to sit with your own silence, to rebuild parts of yourself that once depended on them, to find meaning beyond their presence. And here's where the shift becomes irreversible. While they were pretending to be fine, you were becoming fine. There's a difference. One is an illusion, the other is transformation. And now, when they finally feel the full weight of your absence, when they can no longer distract themselves, no longer deny it, no longer run from it, they might look back, they might wonder, they might even feel the urge to return. But not all realizations lead to reunion, because timing is the silent force that decides what love cannot. As Lao Tzu once said, new beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. Your ending with them was never just about loss. It was about awakening. You see, your absence didn't just affect them. It refined you. It taught you that your presence is not something to be taken lightly, that your energy, your attention, your emotional depth are not things to give where they are not fully valued. And this is the final truth most people never talk about. Sometimes the purpose of your absence is not to make them come back. It's to show you why you should never go back. Because the moment someone has to lose you to understand your worth is the moment you should start understanding your own. So if they ever return, not out of loneliness, not out of confusion, but out of clarity, you will no longer meet them from a place of need. You will meet them from a place of choice, and that changes everything. So now I leave you with this question. If your absence revealed their truth, what has it revealed about you? Because in the end, the most powerful transformation is not in the one who realizes your value late. It's in the one who never forgets it again.